getting arthritis because I ain't been dancing, which means I need to start practicing again, because every time this hand start acting up, it's because I'm not dancing. I'm not dancing no more. Everybody know they way to God. I know mine is through praise. David knew what time it was. He got naked in his. And whenever I need to hear from him, I do usher up praise and dance and worship. So in his blessing and him giving me a blessing, it was in my hands, and I used it incorrectly. These were the same hands that not only took from people, these were the same hands that I put on people. I would put these paws on you in 3.5 seconds if I didn't get my way. And I didn't care who you were. I had to check this window, baby. I'm coming through the window. I'm coming into your lap. But when you ask God to transform that, that's when it gets good. Because passion brings blessing. And in having passion for something, I had a passion about my respect. And you're going to feel these hands if you disrespected me. But when you transfer yourself, the Bible speaks of being dead to your spirit, dying to yourself. And in dying to yourself, you get sick of yourself. So I got sick of how Camilla was causing consequences on herself by the way she was reacting, right? So in my reactive behavior, I said, God, do something different with these hands. And I started dancing. I started signing. I signed, you guys know I do American Sign Language, interpret to the hearing impaired. I think that it's just so beautiful. And while I was going through that phase, the enemy has to stick his head back out there and remind you of where you was. He love to take you backwards when you on your way somewhere. He love to make you look back. So while I was on my way somewhere, he had that reflective moment when I looked back. And when I looked back, I said to myself, wow, you did that. You did that. You did that. You transformed what was for my bad into something so amazing. So a lot of times your anointings, that's the point you saw, bring that plane on back in. Y'all saw it. So a lot of times your anointings is the same exact thing that you use for your bad. Some of the most creative criminals are anointed. You better believe it. They are anointed. And in their creativity is where they come up with their crime. God didn't take back the anointings that he put over their life. No, he gave them that gift. How you use it is your choice. What you do with it with will becomes your own choice, right? So in your anointings, in your will, in yourself is where you change God's plan in your life. Now, he gonna get purpose out of you, like I said in one of my other ones. He gonna get purpose out of you. Them Philistines had to die. Samson was born to conquer those folk. Was it God's plan for him to die with these folk? Probably not. Did God see it in Samson's plan? Yes, he did. And allowed Samson to fall all the way through. But purpose, he got his purpose out of him. The people had to go. The people, they gone. Don't be that guy. Don't be that person that dies in your purpose. Please have something to say after your purpose is fulfilled. Please allow your purpose to be your legacy. Please allow the things that God gifted you with, like my hands now that have written books, raised children. They done spanked children. They done fed the multitude. Everybody on here who knows, while I was on my journey, my development in college, God used these hands. Not only did I minister to hundreds, I took it upon myself to teach, because I knew that God gave me this anointings. Listen, this is where we get it twisted. You feel that your anointings is for someone else, right? So when you realize you're anointed, you decide when you're going to bless somebody with it. That's ignorant and that's dumb. Your anointings is your protection. It's that veil God keep you behind to block out. See, I'm about to go somewhere and it's going to give me a headache. But I promise you, to block out what's really going on in your life. Because I promise you, I was at my peak when I should have been at my worst. I did more with these hands when I thought I should be somewhere dying. And it was in that realization that I realized, oh, this ain't for me. This not my choice to bless these folk with these dances, bless them with these foods, bless them with these prayers, bless them with my ability to draw, bless them with my ability to sew, bless them with my ability to do anything I need to do crafty with these hands. That's not my choice. God didn't give me that as a choice. See, what he did was give me that as a safe place. And I promise you, I hid in it. I hid in it. It kept my mind sane. Everybody knew if you was looking for Camilla, where to find her in that church. What she was doing, dancing, learning another song. Learning another song. If you knew looking for me, where to find me in that child hall, what she was doing? Reading that recipe book, learning conversion, how to feed 560 some women. So understand that this, when God blesses you with something, one, it's not your choice to choose to when to bless somebody else. That's ignorant, right? Like I said, some of the most creative criminals. When I say creative, you think Meech ain't got a gift from God, you a fool. If you don't think Meech got a gift from God, he could have used that same exact thing and blessed the same amount of people, because when there's a number assigned to you on what your calling is, he get purpose out of you. I just explained that through the Philistines. But what you do with it, your own will, is where you conquer yourself. Understand that. I'm not gonna work out today, baby. Remember, we're going sundown to sun up. It's 40 days of transformation, not only self-transformation, but spiritual transformation. You cannot lead if you are confused. You cannot lead if you are overextending yourself. You cannot lead if you do not understand how to say no and yes. Leaders don't say words like maybe. That's a factor with me. If I meet somebody and they consider themselves to be a leader and they ever hit me with the word maybe, I start questioning your platform automatically, because I'm firm on my no's. If it's a no, it's a no. If it's a yes, then it's a yes. Of course, I got you. I got you. It's something I can do. If I can't do it, I can't do it. I'm not going to try to do it. Period. So I appreciate y'all this morning. Y'all be blessed. Y'all be easy. Y'all do them things that y'all said y'all was going to do. We said we was going to write down some goals, small goals, like making your bed. We're not trying. I can't wait to meet my millionaire friends next year, because once you accomplish and you conquer self, right? The Bible say, order my steps, Lord. When you conquer self, then you can see the work. You can't take the battered person out there and think that they will accomplish anything that your heart desires. When you apply discipline to yourself, Paul says it best, I have to beat my body so that I don't disqualify myself. I have to preach to myself so that I don't disqualify myself. I have to. So learn these things. Get into it. Let me get out of here. It is 10 o'clock. I love y'all. Thank you so much for your time all the time.